I'm sitting there watching the sunset tonight and just thinking to myself, this sunset, this clear sky that we had this evening, it might be a little while before we get another one like that. That doesn't mean there won't be a few of you who get to see the sunset here over the next week. Just a lot less of you than what we had with our clear skies today. Skies now partly cloudy. It's 45 degrees. Dew point at 25. Tonight, we really don't care about that. There's no precip. There's no rain headed in. Tomorrow, I think this is going to be a bit more relevant. It takes time for the atmosphere to start to moisten up. And with a dew point at 25 degrees, it's going to take a lot of time for that to happen. It will happen, but I think that could punch our ticket here, especially Rochester northward toward the lakeshore tomorrow. You may get through a good chunk of the day before we start running into that big blob of rainfall, and it is more than one blob that we're going to end up contending with here. One circulation. We got another circulation over here, and a lot of times they like to tango around each other, and that is going to be the case around here as we go into our weekend. But at the bus stop, kiddos in the morning on our Friday, you are good to go. I'm going to call this partly cloudy, even though mostly cloudy might be more accurate. It's going to be a filtered sun if you see it at all. But again, we're dry. There's no risk of rainfall in the morning. The risk when you get back on the bus into the afternoon will be higher well south of the thruway, but still likely dry along and north of the thruway. We'll wait until the evening for those showers to start to come on in here. And the forecast, the prognosis around here through the weekend into the first part of next week is not encouraging at face value. But remember what a rain chance is. A rain chance just means what are your chances you're going to get some rain. That doesn't mean that 90% of our Sunday is going to be raining, and that's going to be the crux of this and why I'm going to argue the weekend forecast will not be a bust. We are just going to have to be patient and pick our times wisely. The time to do your outdoor stuff tomorrow will be early to mid-afternoon and before. Rain then lifts northward, but you see it's fighting that dry air. This isn't heavy. There's not going to be a ton around here. But look at the weekend. So this is Saturday. That doesn't look like a washout to me. Yeah, it's going to rain. Probably multiple waves of it, but there will likely be multiple waves of dry time in there. Same deal on Sunday. That'll change later in the day Sunday. Rain becomes more widespread there. But I think that's the big talking point I want to give here tonight. Don't cancel your plans necessarily for the weekend. The rain to a large extent is more scattered versus widespread. So if you can be adaptable with this, find your times, pick your spots here. We got a free radar on our app. You don't got to pay a penny for it. You'll know where the rain is and where it's going. Understand, it is still going to rain, and there'll be a decent amount of this over these next few days, but that doesn't mean that this is washout weather around here. What we do know into early next week is the rain is still going to be there. It will bring some cooler air around here too. 50s for a high barely on Monday. Welcome to May. The second day of May, likely not getting out of the 40s. There could be some wet snow mixing in. High elevations, Teresa, to our southwest.